It's 1:47 a.m. You told yourself you'd sleep early. Again. You're in bed, phone 2 inches from your face, brain doing that thing where it replays every awkward moment from today like it's a Netflix recap. Then the alarm hits at 6:30, and you wake up feeling like you got hit by a truck even though you technically slept. Now, here's the part that messes with you. You'll see someone else running on less sleep and they look fine, sharp, calm, like their eyes aren't on fire. And you're thinking, what are they doing that I'm not? Today, I'm giving you 5 Japanese sleep secrets that don't rely on motivation or some perfect morning routine. These are tiny switches that make your sleep deeper so you spend less time in bed but wake up fresher. And secret number one is literally something you can do tonight in your bathroom, but most people do it in a way that actually makes their sleep worse. First, quick reality check. This is not sleep 4 hours and become a superhero. Most people still need around 7 to 9 hours, especially if you're a student, training, growing, or mentally stressed. The goal is to stop wasting time in bed half asleep, half anxious, and start getting real recovery. Because when your sleep quality jumps, you often need less time to feel human again. And the first Japanese secret flips that quality switch fast. Secret number one is Ofuro, the Japanese hot bath, but with the one detail everyone misses. In Japan, taking a warm bath at night is super normal, and it's not just for vibes. Here's the trick. Sleep happens easiest when your core body temperature drops. A warm bath sounds backwards, right? But the bath heats you up. Then when you get out, your body cools down like a wave, and that cool down is basically a sleep now signal. If you've been lying in bed for 40 minutes with your brain wide awake, try this tonight and watch what happens. Because secret number two is going to fix the thing you're probably doing at 10 p.m. that quietly destroys deep sleep, even if you sleep 8 hours. Secret number two is Hara Hachi Bu, the Japanese idea of eating until you're about 80% full and using it to stop your stomach from fighting your sleep. A lot of people, especially during school deadlines, creator grind, or exam season, do this pattern. Barely eat all day, then at night it's reward time, massive meal, snacks, something sweet. Then you wonder why your sleep feels shallow and your heart is doing random cardio at 2 a.m. Here's the tiny shift. Make your last real meal earlier and lighter. Aim to finish your main meal 2 to 3 hours before bed. If you're actually hungry later, don't pretend you're not, just keep it boring and small. Think yogurt, banana, a few nuts, or toast, not a full second dinner. And the 80% full rule is simple. Stop when you feel satisfied, not stuffed. Stuffed is your body saying, cool, now I have a job to do all night. Relatable example, if you're a procrastinator, you know the late night, I'll just eat while I work turns into, I'm eating and scrolling, and suddenly it's midnight. This single change cuts that. You fall asleep faster, you wake up less, and you don't need as many hours just to feel okay. Secret number three is Zen sleep space, aka making your room act like a switch, not a playground. Japanese minimalism isn't about being aesthetic for Instagram. It's about reducing stimulation so your brain stops treating bedtime like a second daytime. If your bed is where you edit videos, study, scroll, argue in group chats, and watch one more episode, your brain doesn't see it as a sleep zone. It sees it as a headquarters. Tiny steps you can do in 10 minutes. First, make your bed the simplest surface in the room. Clear it. No piles of clothes. No laptop living there. Second, pick a phone parking spot that is not your pillow. If you need your alarm, put it across the room or at least out of arm's reach. Third, dim your lights 45 minutes before bed. Not off, just dim. If your room is bright and white like a hospital at 11 p.m., your brain is going to stay in performance mode. And here's the spicy one. If you can't stop scrolling, don't rely on willpower. Put your charger somewhere inconvenient, like annoyingly inconvenient. Because you're not weak, you're just up against an app that's engineered to keep you awake.
This one change makes your sleep more automatic, but the next secret is the one that makes you wake up fresh even when you didn't get the perfect number of hours. And yes, it sounds like something you've heard before, but the Japanese version has a twist.
Secret number 4 is Shinrin-yoku, forest bathing. But you don't need a forest. The real magic is the evening decompression walk. In Japan, there's a big culture of walking, quiet, low stimulation movement that tells your nervous system, we're safe now, the day is over. If you go from studying or gaming or editing straight into bed, your brain doesn't downshift, it just changes locations. Tiny steps, 10 minutes outside after dinner or after you finish your last task. No podcast, no doom scroll. Just walk and let your eyes look far away. Trees, buildings, the sky, anything not 12 inches from your face. That distance vision matters because it relaxes the locked-in focus you use all day on screens. If you can't go outside, stand by a window and do 2 minutes of slow breathing while you look at something far away. This is the part where you feel relief because your head finally shuts up a little. And when your brain shuts up, sleep gets deeper, which means, yep, you can often wake up feeling better on less time. But we're not done because there's one Japanese secret that sounds like cheating, and it's the reason some people can stay consistent even during chaotic weeks. It's called Inemuri, and if you use it wrong, it ruins your night. If you use it right, it saves it. Secret number 5 is Inemuri, the art of the strategic nap, microsleep that doesn't wreck your bedtime. In Japan, you'll hear about people dozing briefly in public or between tasks. It's not laziness, it's recovery. For you, this is how you stop that cycle where you're so exhausted you procrastinate. Then you stay up late because you procrastinated, then you're even more exhausted tomorrow. Tiny steps. If you're dragging in the afternoon, set a timer for 10 to 20 minutes. Sit slightly upright or lie down, but keep it short. The moment you go past 30 minutes, you risk deep sleep, and then you wake up groggy and your night sleep gets messy. The second rule is the most important. No naps after about 3 p.m. if your bedtime's around 10 to 12. Late naps steal sleep pressure, basically the natural tiredness that helps you fall asleep fast. For students, this is huge. Instead of trying to power through 3 hours of studying while rereading the same sentence, you nap for 15 minutes, wake up sharper, and actually finish faster. For creators, this is how you stay consistent without burning out and disappearing for a week. Now you've got all 5 secrets, but here's the real reason these work. You're not trying to force sleep. You're setting up conditions where sleep happens on its own. That's the difference between I hope I can sleep and my body knows what to do. So here's your simple try this tonight plan. Pick just 2. Seriously, don't do the thing where you try all 5, make it a whole new personality, then quit in 2 days. Tonight, do the warm shower 60 to 90 minutes before bed and move your phone to a parking spot away from your pillow. Tomorrow, shift your last meal a little earlier and try a 10-minute walk. If you're crashing midday, do the 15-minute nap before 3 p.m. And when you wake up, pay attention to one thing. Not how many hours did I get, but how many times did I wake up and how fast did I fall asleep. That's how you measure real progress. Try this tonight, not next week, tonight. Then come back and tell me which secret hit the hardest. Bath, food, room, walk, or nap. Let's level up together, one night at a time.